Hey everyone, do you know that in the next few months, you're going to be doing 80% of all of the business that you do for the whole year in those few months? Are you ready? I'm Gale Bates, CEO of MyMentorBiz.com, where I help leaders grow million-dollar teams, where we work on systems and strategies to help them scale and grow their business. And today, this is what I call the Monday Minute Team Building Tip, okay? And this is a great tip that I have for you today to help your team really grow in the next few months. So I have been doing, this is actually the second in the series of Kick Off the Busy Season. The first part we did last week, and if you haven't seen that, you want to go back on my YouTube channel and take a look at that, because there's a great exercise in there for you to actually work with your team on to help them be successful in this really, really busy season, or I call it the golden time. But today we're going to work on step number 2, which is the 10 by 10. So what's a 10 by 10? Okay, well, here it is. It's 10 bookings in the first 10 weeks of this season. I did this every season myself, and I did it with my team. If you can have 10 bookings in the first 10 weeks of the season, you're going to see enormous results with your own business and with your team's business. So how would you do that? Well, there are quite a few ways to do that, and I'm going to be mentioning those as we move forward in this series. One of them, the first step to do is actually sit down with your calendar, okay, with your calendar, and plan out when you want to do those 10 bookings in the next 10 weeks. And then you have to get into action to fill those slots on your calendar. And there's a number of ways to get into action. You can hold a customer appreciation party, which I'm going to share with you next week, actually. You can get on the good old phone and talk to people and build relationships and help them see the advantages of booking with you with these new products that you have available. So if you can step it up to do 10 bookings in the first 10 weeks of the season, this is what you're going to see. This is the power of how this works. I'm going to share my screen with a graphic here to give you an explanation on how this works. So basically, if you book these 10 parties, if you look at this graphic, there are 10 circles here that are 10 hostesses that you will book in the first 10 weeks of the season. So hostess number 1, this is what actually happened for me. This is what I recorded for myself. So I knew that my season was really setting up. So with hostess number 1, I actually got 2 bookings from that first hostess. And that was a very exciting thing. Hostess number 2, I got an extra booking, 1 booking from that hostess, but from that hostess, I actually found a new recruit at her party, somebody who wanted to sign up. That was really awesome. Now, hostess number 3 canceled. Life happens. That's the way it works. But I rescheduled her into number 11, okay? So she came at a later date. Hostess number 4, I got 1 booking, and from that hostess, I actually got 2 bookings, and one of those 2 bookings was actually a fundraiser. And that was a great fundraiser for me, because from that fundraiser, I not only got sales, but I also got 2 extra bookings. So you can see what happened from that one hostess up here. Now, hostess number 6, hostess number 5, she actually wanted to sign up and join. So I gave her all the sales and the bookings from that. That was awesome for me, because that was, it happened in that first month. So I had 2 recruits in that first month. Okay, hostess number 6 canceled. Okay, again, that's the way it works. You have to be prepared. And if you have 10, it's okay if they cancel. Now, look what happened with hostess number 7. I got 1 booking with hostess number 7. Then from that hostess, I got another booking. And then from that hostess, I got another booking. This booking tree, and I call this whole thing a booking tree, actually opened up a huge new circle or more circles of business for me, and a great new way for me to get new clients. Hostess number 8 had a great party, but didn't get any bookings. Okay, that's the way it works sometimes. Hostess number 9 canceled, and yes, I did rebook her. And hostess number 10, I got 2 great bookings from her. But from that second booking, I also got introduced to somebody who told me about a vendor event. And that vendor event was huge because from that vendor event, I also got 2 extra bookings and another new recruit. So in the first 10 weeks, look what happened. There's over 20 parties happening, okay, from these first 10 hostesses for the season. I got 3 new recruits in those first 10 weeks, all because I planned it, I worked it out, and this is how you have a very powerful season. So this is step number 2 in kicking off the busy season, okay? So it's really important that you think about scheduling those 10 bookings in the first 10 weeks of the season. You've got some fabulous new products to share, and next week I'll be sharing with you how to have what I call a sneak peek, okay? Number 3 is about a sneak peek, and then we're going to move on to what to do with a power intro, and then I'm going to show you some follow-through steps. However, I do have a great little free handout for you today, and I want you to check it with it down below in the notes in the description. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. I have got 4 more people, and I'm at that first 100. I really appreciate it. Have a great day.